What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I seen this story on about an hour ago. It's breaking all over the place, and people are going to take this and run with it, if you will. But I'm going to address it before, people send it to me so they can see that I already spoke on it. It's about some racist texts that have been sent to various people across the country, different states, telling them to report. Vans are going to come pick them up for slavery and all of this type of stuff to go pick cotton. And I'll show you in this series of videos, whether you call this a cyber attack or not, somebody needs to get their head bust. And it's trifling. Now, I'll go ahead and show you all the stuff that they have so far about it. It's a cyber attack. That's all it is. But I don't know why people do this. I mean, what's the end game with this? To cause a race war or something like that? Either way, they need to find out who be doing this stuff and put them right out on Front Street and let everybody bust their ass. That's my opinion. Check it out.
New details tonight. Officials in several states are condemning racist texts sent to Black Americans from an unknown source.
People in Ohio are also receiving these spam-like texts, and Stephanie Johnson with our sister station in Norfolk, Virginia, explains.
13 News Now photographer Sam Burwell says he received a strange text message from an unfamiliar number.
I took a slight nap this morning, woke up, first text I saw was somebody texting me, greeting me, first of all, greetings, and we will be there to pick you up for a cotton field. So it was kind of confusing.
The text message read, "Greetings, Samuel. You have been selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation. Be ready at 12 p.m. sharp with your belongings. Our executive slaves will come get you in a brown van. Be prepared to be searched down once you've entered the plantation. You are in Plantation Group W."
I had a cousin up in Richmond that received the same text message, but I found it weird that in my text message, it had a different group number than his, and they both had our names.
On Wednesday, people shared the same message with different group assignments from various phone numbers across social media. 13 News Now reached out to Virginia's Attorney General Jason Miara's office. They sent a statement saying, "The Attorney General's office is aware of these text messages and unequivocally condemns them. Anyone who believes themselves to be under threat should not hesitate to contact local law enforcement as well as their local FBI field office." Meanwhile, Burwell says he's concerned he received the message a day after the election.
I feel like it's just a spam message, but I do feel disappointed about the message that they're sending a day after the election.
And the Ohio State University says some students have gotten similar messages there. In a statement, a university spokesperson said, quote, "We have reported the messages to the Office of Institutional Equity and are offering support services. We are aware that this is happening nationally." End quote. Now, we also reached out to the Ohio Attorney General's office, and it says it is aware of these messages and looking into it. And if you or someone you know gets one of these, you can report it to the FTC. And if you believe you're in danger, reach out to police.
Well, we are digging deeper into a story we first broke last night about a viral racist text message spreading across the country, telling people to report to a plantation to pick cotton. Stephanie Johnson joins us in the studio after speaking with an expert about how this could happen. And Stephanie, what did you find out?
Yeah, Janet, right now, people who received this text message here at Hampton Roads and across the country are expressing outrage online. A cybersecurity expert told me this afternoon that someone who collects and sells personal information online could be behind this viral text. Across social media, people are reacting to this viral text. It says, "Greetings, a person's name. You have been selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation. Be ready at 12 p.m. sharp with your belongings. Our executive slaves will come get you in a brown van. Be prepared to be searched down once you've entered the plantation. You are in Plantation Group W." Our own 13 News Now photographer, Sam Burwell, received that message Wednesday night from an unfamiliar number.
I feel like it's just a spam message, but I do feel disappointed about the message that they're sending a day after the election.
While it could be just a spam message, Greg Tomczyk, a local cybersecurity expert, tells 13 News Now that a data broker or someone who collects and or sells a person's personal data could be behind the viral text.
Typical data broker has about 15 data points on every single American. Eventually, their database, once they buy it from that end company that gets the information, and then now they have a database where they can filter through based off of race, location, preferences, and then be able to put them into a list to send a targeted text message.
Tomczyk says while the government has tools to track down data brokers, it can be a challenging pursuit.
They have thought through kind of being able to be trackable. So they'll send it from one number and then get rid of that number completely and put it into a false name, and then get another number and send, the next text message from that other number that they're now kind of using as a way to create a cat and mouse game.
Tomczyk also says these types of viral text messages can spike around election season and the holidays, so be careful with who could have access to your data. Stephanie Johnson, 13 News Now, back to you guys.
That's the news, and there's some goofy stuff. I'm being honest with you. Stuff like this I really don't bother with, but I mean, a lot of people are interested in this type of stuff, so I try to give people what they want entertainment-wise as far as speaking points. But this right here, I pay no mind to it. Number one, for all we know, it could be somebody outside of the country doing this, and it seemed like it happened after election day. This stuff is something that's a plan in the works. It was planned. They want notoriety. They want the internet to go crazy, so on and so forth. For all we know, this might not have came out of this country. Another thing is this. For all we know, and a lot of y'all gonna get mad over this, it might have been a black person that did this, or a black group that did that. There's a lot of extremist groups out here, regardless of the color, that want to see some type of a race war or some type of division between people. Me, I get myself out of that type of stuff, but it is messed up that people wake up and get that type of, message. That's messed up. Anything dealing with slavery, see, a lot of y'all don't know, anything dealing with slavery, I take personal, because a lot of people, died for conditions not of their own. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people can sympathize with that. It's messed up that went down the way it did, but it's a part of history. It's a part of our history as Black Americans. And it's not to be shunned at any point for the simple fact that a lot of us are here off the blood and backs of people that were forced as laborers against their will. And when people do this type of stuff, I don't care what color they are, they need skin tore off of their fucking face, because they don't think about that type of stuff. We don't know who did this, but it's totally fucked up that this happened. And I'm going to just leave it at that. This is distasteful and trifling. We got enough problems in this country where we already at each other's throats, and here comes some goofy shit where somebody want to throw another accelerant on the flames of goofiness. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will say this. It just hit me. This right here is no different than YouTube to me. People say some of the sickest comments and goofiest stuff, not just to me, but some of my subscribers and those that make a comment, just making a comment and people don't disagree with them or disagree. They have a disagreement in somebody's view, and it can be an innocent point somebody's trying to make. But it seems like a lot of people don't like to hear the truth, or they don't want to hear nobody else's voice. The only voice they want to hear is theirs. And when they get on here and make these type of comments, it's the same shit. Anybody can talk behind the avatar. And that's the thing. A lot of stuff that's done, people won't stand on it and show their face and say they was responsible for it. Same with this bullshit. This is just something to get the internet talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And it was a test run. And it's corny as hell and it's distasteful. They need to catch who did this and kill them. It's just my opinion. Fuck it. See you in the next video. Take care.